Great question. The first thing I would tell anyone, if you want to put yourself out there as the head of your corporation or as the face of your brand, have a professional team that you can fall back on to manage any fallout, anything negative or anything positive. You need that. Unfortunately, as you said, we have a lot of hubris. We get to a point where we start drinking our own Kool-Aid. We believe that we're just the guys.
Yes, certainly.
Yeah, and you believe you can do anything. But it's always great to have a professional team that you can fall back on. You don't have to have them fully employed at the time or anything, but identify people who you can work with whenever anything goes wrong so that they can manage your image. And in today's world, it is so critical because, as you say, bad news goes around the world before good news gets out of bed. So you have to have people who are actually looking out for this and actively managing your reputation and your image. Because as you rightly say, before any meeting nowadays, people, the first thing they do is Google you. They go to LinkedIn, then they go on to other search engines just to find out what it is about you and everything. So you have to find a way to get people to manage that for you. So there's even ways in which you can make sure that the good things about you appear above the bad things. Because in search engines, no one goes to page 2.
That's true.
Nobody goes to page 2.
Page 1.
Yeah.
See you.
So it's very important to do that. And the second thing I would say is have a very conscious view of you as a founder, what your role is and what the role of the company is. And if you want those two to go together or do you want them to be separate? Some people like Richard Branson. He's always going to be associated with Virgin doing all the outlandish things he does. But there are other people who you'll probably never hear of. But the company is very in people's faces. So you can also decide, I'm going to stay in the background and let the company's name be the one that is out there. So that also shields you from a lot of personal attacks. So for example, like if I was to ask anyone, do you even know who's the global CEO of a company like Procter & Gamble?
Actually, no.
You can't tell.
Cannot tell.
You don't know.
But a consumer-led product, Lenny, just 1 second. A consumer-led product and a business-to-business-led product has a different conversation.
That's true.
If I'm selling a product and it's mass market, people don't have to know. But if I'm selling you, for instance, Lenny, I doubt there's no corporate that you work with that doesn't know you.
That is true. And that is one of the things that I have had to consciously start changing.